Meanwhile, I'll explain.
Yes. I will just allow you to
And recording also, sir.
Yes, I'm just giving recording options here as well.
Oh.
I think you can direct as you're a host. I think you should be able to record.
Okay.
Try that.
Yes, sir. Am I able to record right now? Yeah. So, sir, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, we have given the task like prepare the exemptions amount, exemption part. So I have done this here.
So this is your 580 here.
Yes, sir. 1 second. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, done. And this is a 581 HRA.
HRA, yes. It is housing related, yeah. This is we have already covered it. And also we have seen how it is generated, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
The next one is your, these are all housing related. Medical actually, this is no more, actually it is no longer required. But actually the old documentation is still there in SAP site. So you do not worry
This
about
is
it.
the, okay, sir. Leave in.
Leave encashment, yes. In leave encashment, yeah. And you're able to see the leave how if you're putting some amount in the SAP and you are able to check that amount, exemption amount.
Yes, sir. I may, but it's not generating the outputs actually in my.
I mean that exemption amount is not coming or.
Actual output. When I'm checking in table, there is no result. Actually, I have generated 2001 up since info type also.
That is fine.
But,
so in those cases, now what you can do, whenever you're preparing this document at the same time, you can also take a snapshot of that from SAP, so that latter point of time it will be easy for you to understand. Like, yes, I have also done the hands-on part of it, and that you will be able to relate to it over a period of time. Okay, because you are now learning. After 2 months or 3 months down the line, if you like to again revisit it, then you will be quickly recap all these things. So that is the idea.
Okay, sir.
So I think Lakshmi has joined in the meanwhile. Hey, hi Lakshmi, how are you?
Hi sir. I'm fine, sir.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, all good. So you're also done your assignments?
Yes, sir. Except NEA exceptions. I couldn't do
Northeast, okay, that is not that much important. But if you're finding time,
I tried.
Okay. So you are facing any problem in that, or how is it?
I tried to do, but not exceptions. I'm not. I couldn't any displays.
Okay, no problem. So that is not that much important. Whenever you're getting time, you just do it. Okay. So what we are discussing actually now, Srikant is taking us through the assignment which he has done. Okay. So the thing is, he is facing some problem in the exemption amount for leave encashment. So are you facing also the same problem, or?
Yes,
okay.
It's not executed.
Your voice is little low. Can you please be loud?
Okay, sir. Hello.
This is children education allowances.
Okay. And you're able to generate this, right?
Next,
In the SAP system. That is my main goal.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am able to generate that. I'll show that also.
No need. I just trust you. Like whenever you are just putting this now, so this whenever preparing this document, next time what you can do, take a snapshot of that from
Yes, sir.
SAP. Okay. So like yeah. Last time I think you have shown it. Yeah. This is the one you tried, right? Yeah. LTA. This is
Yes, sir.
LTA, and okay.
LT.
And
Okay.
EXM also executed. This one only executed. EXM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Children education, hostel allowances, and
Okay. Leave
hostel
encashment you
allowances,
have done.
leave encashment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is your leave encashment is fine. Generic tax amount is
And
different.
this is generic tax exemption, and I have prepared this scenario also, like a
Okay.
house, the
Okay.
rented accommodation, owned accommodation, company leased accommodation. But I have tried in only in a month. I have done this. This is
Oh no
this
no no no!
situation.
It is actually not practical also, na? So you can try
Yeah,
different month.
yeah, but
Okay.
yes.
So,
Lakshmi has done that. Actually,
okay.
Lakshmi has done that.
Okay.
I have tried differently, like this.
Okay. No
So
problem. Okay, no
Lakshmi has done
problem.
that.
So what you can do next time, what you
Yes,
can
sir.
do is just what I think you are preparing two different documents. Do not put that much effort. Rather, is in a single
Okay.
document you prepare everything. Okay, that will be better actually. Do not prepare
Okay.
two different documents. Okay, this one is Lakshmi has prepared, right? This is the presentation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
good,
sir.
good.
She prepared.
LTA, yeah. So you have put some amount, some number. Okay,
70,000.
go to the next slide. In SAP, it is generated that amount. Yes,
Yes.
LTA. This is your subtype. Yeah, this is fine. Next one. Go to the next slide.
1 second, sir. It's not.
This is child education, right?
Yes, sir. Medical.
Medical insurance exemption.
Medical is no longer required, but anyway,
Okay.
previously people used to do it. No problem. So go to the next one. So you have run the payroll as well, right? After maintaining this, Lakshmi?
Yes, sir. But not executed.
No. Actually, the idea is
No.
if you are running the payroll, then only you will be getting those kind of the process payroll results. Okay, payroll process results. You will be finding the payroll log. You will be able to find out all of these things. Okay, that is the idea. And you should go to the specific wage type. Specific secondary wage types will be created for this all these exemptions. Then only you will be finding all these things. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that is fine. This is HRA you have maintained, and you. What is your conclusion? If you're putting different month, different HRA or different types of housing, what is your conclusion?
Actually, there is a if the employee is taken two houses
Mm-hmm.
in 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
After 90 days, it will charge for the two houses, right? Sir?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can see there are two
Company.
calculations. So from April to June,
Yes.
I think it is accommodation type 1, that is own accommodation.
One.
And
One. CL.
second one is a different one. From July to till year end March, there is a different
Yeah.
types of
Yes, sir.
calculations. Hmm? CLA, I think. CLA, right?
Yes.
Company list.
CL, yes.
Yes.
CLA,
CL, yes.
yes. So accordingly, system will calculate. And what is the final amount, final exemptions? It will combine both the thing. right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Go to the next slide.
98,000.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, this is the correct one. So in this way, system will calculate, okay, your HRA, your CLA, whatever you are having, if you're changing anything. So that is the thing. Okay. But exemptions, now how much percentage you were able to catch up? Like you understood, and what are your questions? Just tell me what you are not able to understand. Shrikant?
Yes, sir. Means how to do this work, like before we don't know about this, and we are not prepared actually about this is new to me, and as well as Lakshmi also, so little bit tricky to create these things, thinking thinking levels, and we
Huh.
have to analyze what to do
Huh.
next and before how to do.
Huh. Huh.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is not that much difficult. Okay, once you
Yeah.
practice 2 to 3 times
Yes.
each and everything, okay, so it will be
Yeah.
easy for you. Now you just open your SAP. So with I am happy that you have already almost completed whatever I have given.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
just open SAP. How many types of exemptions we studied? Just to summarize, we have
Three
studied.
exemptions. Yeah.
uh, we studied HRA exemption. We studied your leave.
Previous employment tax details,
Yes.
PET.
Next.
Next, 582 exemptions,
Yes. 582 is full of exemptions only. Okay.
full of
So,
exemptions.
okay, we have seen varieties of exemptions are there. And can we
Yes,
create our own exemptions? I've already told you last time.
yes, sir. We
Yes.
can create our own exemptions.
Yes, exactly. Wherever there is requirement that you have need a client specific exemption you need to create, you can also create it. Now just go to the same node. Just take me to the
Okay.
SAP exemptions node. We will continue from there.
Sir, can you give me allow the records?
You're saying something, Lakshmi?
Can you give me allow the records, sir?
I think Srikant you can give. Srikant is the host now
Okay,
today.
sir.
Srikant
Okay.
can give you.
Okay, sir.
How can I? So how to do this, sir?
Just click her ID. Go to participants and just beside you can right click and allow recording.
Okay.
You're able to do that.
Done.
Okay.
So which one I need to choose, sir, here?
Okay. So now here you can see there are a lot of options here. Housing is we have already covered. LTA, leave travel we have
Yes,
seen.
sir.
Okay. And similarly, go below. There is something on tax exemptions below tax. Okay. So in this, last time we have seen a couple of things. Medical reimbursement insurance is no longer required. Okay. So, but these are all schema related things. Okay. So like if you like to change anything in the main schema, directly you can copy those schema and you can change it if anything is really required. Okay. The third one, you just open it. Define other allowances or reimbursement subtype.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the list of things which we have seen in the info type 582.
Yes, sir.
That is the thing.
This is we have created this one.
So this one we have created, right? SLE, if I can
Yes,
remember.
sir.
This one we have
Yes,
created,
sir.
and that you are able to see in the 582.
582.
So for an info type 582, you're able to see because this one we have created. It was not there, right?
Yes, sir. It's taking time, sir.
Yeah, 582, you go there.
Yes. We are able to see this.
Yes, exactly. So in this way, whatever, if anything additional thing is required to configure, okay, so you will be able to configure there and that will be appearing here. Okay, so that is the idea.
Yes.
And from your configuration point of view, those waste types which I have already covered, that at EN9, IN79, INA9, IN79, so all those tables you have to maintain, those configurations. Anyway, you have to do that, okay, for creating those waste types. That will remain the same. Okay. So with this, we understood how to create this exemption. Okay. So then once you create these things, automatically, okay, in your waste types, it will be created. Now I'll be telling you one thing. Okay, so just close it and go back to the STR node again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just go back. So here we have seen maintain first two things are actually not that much required. Whenever you need any deviation is there in the client to your customer, then you can do that. That is first two things. Third things also, any kind of schema level changes it is required. We have to do that. Okay. So that scenario, whenever I'll be discussing the schema details, I will be covering there. Okay. So, but ideally in the exemptions and all, generally we follow the standard. Like if all the statutory things we do not deviate. Yeah. Okay. So that is the thing. And fifth node we can see body to override customer specific tax exemptions limit. So what is the, just click there. Execute it. You will not be able to understand much here because this is a little technical in a baddie. Whenever say any idea what is a baddie?
Basic admission data, I think. I've read somewhere, but I'm not remembering.
No, you do not require to give any detailed definition. Just tell me like what do you understand by a baddie? Anything, any in the previous training, have you gone through any understanding of the body?
No, sir. They are not discussed any about the body.
Okay. So basically, what happens? Actually, you must have heard about enhancement, right? Have you heard about enhancement?
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
And have you heard about something called RISEF-W?
Yes, sir. RISEF-W we heard. But
okay.
I've read somewhere, sir, that is the information. I've read somewhere.
Okay. So RISEF-W, Lakshmi, are you aware of what is RISEF-W?
So I don't know.
I'm just mentioning that in your chart window, RISEF-W. So basically what happens in a typical implementation, whatever SAP provides in the typical on-premise, sometimes what happens, you have to give something additional. So there are some additional requirement from the clients comes. We call it a customization. There is something called standard and there is something called custom. So whatever can be catered by SAP directly, okay, so that you have to utilize, take help from ABAP, okay, and there are different categories of objects you have to identify. Like, suppose the client wants a report, okay, which is not available in directly into SAP, okay, but data fields are there. Then in that case, you have to build a custom report for your customer, okay, so that will be come under R for report, okay. Similarly, I is for interface. Okay, sometimes what happens, you are using a different time system. Okay, and those data you need to upload it in your SAP system. Okay, in those cases, you have to build an interface. Okay, so that kind of object will be called as a I category, which is an interface. Okay, so similarly, there are other objects as well. C for conversion, so E for enhancement, so F for form, W for workflow. So there are different varieties of objects are there. Okay. So anyway, sometimes if I'm getting time, then I will be explaining more about it. Okay. But for the time being, so body, what is this body? Body means actually it is the full form is business, B for business, ADI means add in. Okay, so business add in. So what does it do? It's a kind of enhancement only. Okay, so we call it, it is a SAP object oriented enhancement technique. Okay, and what we can do, so like in this, what SAP does, SAP gives some options. Okay, so it's a kind of a options SAP gives where exactly you can do some kind of enhancement. Okay, and there are some options available inside this body. If you go to now, I will just, can you please click that? No, do not click it, but rather just what you can do. Otherwise, you click it, no problem. Click that, make it active. There is an active options, right? Just click that, and it will generate a TR. Yeah, you can just save it in on request. Yeah.
On request. Okay.
Okay, so you just tick it again. Is it happening? Okay, no problem. So you just close it, otherwise close it, no problem. Okay, simply close it. Or you just click that tick, click that tick. And there is a notepad kind of a structure you'll be finding, just click that.
Okay.
Not here, not, yeah, create implementation also you can do it. Okay. So tick it again.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, so now you can okay, create enhancement to tell. Okay, so you can just write down here some text you write, meaningful text. You can write down like exemptions, body for exemptions. But ideally, these things will be done by our developer. Okay, so but you should know also a little bit, not that much.
Okay.
So just now write down the same thing in the short text as well, and you create it.
Short text. Okay.
Same thing you write there.
Okay.
Now you just click that tick box. Are you able to do it?
Do not use blank characters.
Blank characters. Okay. So I think you have enhancement implementations. Okay. So you just put an underscore there. Exemptions body. You can write it. The first row. There should not for body. No, that is fine. Short text is fine. Only for enhancement implementation you're just talking about.
Okay.
So I think you just, F is missed there. Just type out there. You have to type out again. Now click the tick box. Okay, so this access key, I think we will not be having. Okay, so what happens? We are saying you are not registered as a developer. Okay, so in those cases, you will not be able to complete it now. So generally, we have to reach out to SAP basis team in those cases in a typical implementation project, and they will be providing this key. Once you get that key, then your SAP ABAP, will be updating that code here. Okay, so we will not be going that detail here because this is a completely developer task. Okay, but this is how you will be doing any kind of additional requirement comes, and any which is can be catered by your configuration. And if the option is there available for body, through body, you can do this kind of enhancement. Okay, so this is the kind of enhancement options you'll be having. Okay, and what are the things you will be doing here? As a functional consultant, you have to prepare one functional specification document. We call it FS. So you have an idea, right? What is the functional specification and what is the technical specification? Any idea?
No, sir. No, sir. No idea.
So what happens? So I will be just then I will take a session on that as well. So in a typical project, what happens? Suppose in those kind of and any kind of custom development you are doing, okay. So as a functional consultant, you will be writing those requirements. Okay, suppose the client wants some kind of specific requirement, and in case of any exemptions, you are having a certain kind of requirement. Then you and that can't be done through the configuration. Okay, but you identified that it can be done through some enhancement. Okay, so how will you be understanding? Just to close it, I will tell you whether it can be done through customization or not. You just close it and go back to the SPRO node again.
Okay.
Yeah, go back, close this one. Just open the documentation beside that body. Yeah. Beside that body, if you see the documentation, okay. So here you can see what does it say. So it says business add-in is used. So you can see the full form of a body here. The business add-in used in general tax exemption component. Okay. So what does it say? So this add-in will enable you maintain tax code and tax limit depending upon your personal area, sub area grouping in the customer specific table. Okay, that is fine. So what is our thing? What we require? Okay, how we can customize? Okay, so we can make. We have already previously seen this B underscore T7 INT9 table. We have seen, right? Okay, but
Yes,
other than that,
tax code.
yeah, those are the tax code, different tax code. So how SAP is saying here, you see, it says, however, you can customize this as per your requirement using this method. So what is this method? This is an ABAP method, okay, which says get cust exemption check. Okay, so what we have seen, if you go to table T7 INT9, okay, so there we have seen specific limit we have mentioned against those waste types. Okay. But the client wants, no, I do not want those kind of exemptions. Depending upon some criteria, I would like to, I will be giving some logic, and depending upon that, you have to define the exemptions. So in those kind of a complicated scenario, you can ask your ABAPer or the technical developer to go to this method, okay, and you can mention him. He must be knowing these things as well as a developer, and you can tell him the entire requirement, okay, and the body will be having this kind of parameters like text code, waste type, begin date and end date, everything will be having, and this kind of sample code is also written here. Okay, so here if tax code is this, if this is my these things, then this is my tax exemption. If you see the sample code, and just to scroll down, I will tell you.
Okay.
Scroll a bit down. This is most complicated thing. Okay, but ideally I have also not seen that kind of scenario especially, but those things can be done. Okay, so this one, as I have already told you, requirement, you should only carry out the steps if both the points apply. Okay, so what is saying? SAP standard process do not suit your needs, and you are a competent for it. So the second point is fine. The first point it is saying SAP, suppose you are in an organization having a different type of requirement, and you are not following the government's some kind of other standard. Okay, then in case you have to use it. Okay? So those things they are saying, and in the activities part, if you see, they are saying how to do it. Okay? So like as I have mentioned to you, so we stopped at the point of access code because we do not have an access code. If we had an access code, then we could have gone further. Then I could have shown you the code, how to write those things. But for a functional consultant, that is not required. Okay, so that is the boundary for us. Okay, so but at least you should know these things. Okay, so what is the body name? What is the method name? And these things you can mention in your functional specification, and that functional specification you can give to your developer. Okay, so then your developer will be doing the coding, whatever your requirement you have given as for the client requirement. Then after he completes the development, then you have to test it, okay, whether it is working or not. If it is working fine, then you can proceed for to client to test it or user acceptance testing. Okay, in this way, any kind of custom thing you have to do, for it is not only for this exemption, any kind of custom thing you are doing, and SAP has given this kind of a baddie or this kind of use options methods they have given. Okay, so those are the different options we do have to customize. Okay, so before saying client to yes, you have to first analyze these things with your developer, whether it can be done or not. Then you have to give the commitment to the customer, yes, that can be done, then this is our process. Okay, in this way, this is from my practical experience, I'm just explaining these things. Okay, so this is the way you have to use a body, and in case it is really required. So that understanding is clear, Lakshmi and Shrikant, both of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We do not have to go that much details because these are more into technical developer. We do not want to become a developer. Okay, but at least as a functional consultant, we should be knowing these things. Okay, so that is the idea. Okay. Now you just can close it, and we'll move for the further topic. Also make a note of it. Okay, so like if you are making anyway, this recording will be there with you. See it. So because this body will be coming across many times, whatever in the SAP entire HR module. Then the next one is actually maintain pan check to define text rate. You can just execute that.
Okay.
So what does it say is, if you execute it, okay, so this is a kind of a constant. Okay, so as I have mentioned, how to understand this one, what if your value is blank, so what do you understand by this? How to see this?
We need a PAN card, right?
No.
PAN card detail.
I am saying, what I'm asking is, this constant is a value is a blank here. So what is the meaning of this blank?
Blank.
How to see this?
What
does this constant
maybe
does?
Zero values?
No. I'm asking the documentation, but where to see the documentation of it? So answer is simply click that I. There is a second column, yes. So if you are not able to understand something here, if you are going into inside the node and this kind of values are coming, okay, so there will be always a documentation embedded inside that row. Okay, so if you go to inside that PNCHK constant value, taking more time.
Yes, sir.
It is slow, I think.
Is this server issue or internet issue, sir?
So this constant also you can view there is a table, as I was saying, 511K. In that also you can find out this kind of constant. I think it is taking more time than expected. Now you can see here. Okay, so what does it say? This value For an employee who doesn't have a PAN number, if the constant holds the value 0, any income between 0 to 8 lakh will be flat 20%. Any income above these things will be flat 30%. Okay. So if the constant value is 1, then the limit will be exempt from the tax. Okay. So depending upon these things, okay. So ideally it will be 0. Okay. So that means blank 1. Okay. So if the client is having some kind of requirement, then you can change it accordingly. And these are the options we do have. Okay. So this is for your tax point of view. Okay, nothing much related to our exemptions. Okay. Now just go back to SPRO. This concept will be applicable. Suppose if you have, if the employee is not having PAN number, okay. So for that reason, PAN number is actually required. Okay, I'll just go back again. So the next one is maintain section 80 CCG, which you will be coming across. Okay. So you just execute that. What is the limit for 80 CCG that you can define it here. So if you execute it, okay, so here again, so if you maximum eligible year, it will say what is the maximum year value. Okay, so click that I again, then you will be able to see that value. Okay. What does it say? 80 section 80 CCZ, the maximum. Okay, so this is for Rajiv Gandhi Equity Savings Scheme. Okay, so this is applicable for that. So how many years maximum eligible year that we can define it. Okay. So this is nothing much. We'll be seeing this. Okay, just go back again. So this scheme will be coming across. Another info type is there, the 580 series, where exactly we'll be seeing this 80CCG. Okay. Just go back again.
Okay.
Go back again.
Yeah.
So next one is again how many number of children will be exempted. So ideally 2. So you can also go through that. Yeah. So just execute. You can see the number of children exempt for CA. Okay. So this is again a standard one. Okay. So nothing much. You have to change it. Okay. So go back again. The information you can read it later on as I have told to you. Okay.
Yeah.
And next one is determine field level retroactive control. So this one is again a custom point. Custom point of if anything is required retro. Okay. So how you can control those things. So controlling point of view you'll be seeing. So you can read this, but I am also not much use these things. Okay. So with this, we understood the concept of a tax exemptions and the different varieties of tax exemptions, the configuration part of the tax exemptions, and also we have seen what are the different bodies, schema related things and informations are available. Okay, that we have seen. Okay, so with this, we completed this tax exemptions part. Okay, so then you whatever the hands-on part if you're doing, you just continue to do that. Okay, and if something is missing or any doubts you are having, still you can make a question of it. Okay, so with this, we completed tax exemptions. Any questions here other than the hands-on part, conceptually, anything?
Conceptually, not. I don't have any questions.
Lakshmi, you are having any question? Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so you are not having any question, then shall we move on to the next topic?
Yes, sir.
I think the timing will be off. So we will be starting in a new session again. Okay. So let me leave and I will start again. Okay.